Yo, what it do, cousins? It's your boy, Benny Hunnits. I'm with my girl, Salam, and my man, The Funk is Real. And we are the BunaTime Podcast. Yes, sir. Put them fists up. You know what I'm talking about? Representing one time for the hood. Let's go. And today, we got another great show for y'all. Another great week. We're going to talk about back home a little bit, not only back home, but the culture. You know what I'm saying? Overall, what we got to do, what responsibilities we have as the first generation, right? Outside of back home, you know what I'm saying? And talk about, our folks, what they do, you know what I'm saying? How they get their money, little shit. You know what I'm talking about? You ready for that?
I think I'm ready.
I think you're ready too.
I'm ready.
Let's go. You know what I'm talking about? Now,
baby.
I got a question for both of y'all. I'm going to start with ladies first, as always. You've been back home, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Eddie Tada, like 2008, I want to say.
Oh, wait, bet. So we can get to some memories on that. And my man?
I've never been back. Last time was when I was born in Sudan.
Hey, me too. Shout out to Sudanese, baby.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Refugee.
Rep your set. You know
yeah. Shout out to Sudan.
Hey,
Cartoon.
They held you down, bro.
Yeah.
Elias, you got 3 nationalities like me, bro. Real quick.
I'm not even American, actually.
Whoa.
I'm the most
you not
American.
A citizen, bro?
Chill, bro. You know this shit is tech.
You work for corporate white America.
No.
What? You got?
I got a green card to say
It's time to
permanent
y'all-
resident.
By the end of this, by the end of this season, we got to get that citizenship, baby. We going $600 application. You got it.
Hey, honestly, I'll marry somebody to stay.
Hey, let's go. Applications.
Yo, I can't with today's
Hey.
episode. I can't. I should have peed before
Let that
this.
be known. If you have a citizenship and you like this face,
That's it.
holla at BunaTime or The Funk is Real. I don't know which camera to look in. Holla at me.
Damn.
Looking for American citizenship.
That's crazy.
I love you.
I love that shit. Let me tell you, man. So you've been back home. We get to you do remember a little bit about Sudan? A little bit? No?
I left when I was 9 months old, man. So it was very very vague.
The epitome of vague. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Refugee City. Yeah. Anyways, we flew back home. A typical thing, 16-hour flight with my mom and my brother. It was the worst. Like, the food was gross. I'm not gonna even talk about the flight and all that. That's just my vivid memory.
I'm going to ask you, do you know the airline?
Lufthansa, baby. It was back in the day.
Yeah.
Lufthansa?
That was the only way over there.
Wait,
yeah.
is there not, there's not Lufthansa anymore?
There is Lufthansa.
There is?
But there's so many other ways now to get over there.
Yeah, because it's like, progress. But anyways, we went to Frankfurt and then we got back to Eritrea. So let me tell y'all real quick. We went from Frankfurt, Germany to Eritrea. Do y'all understand how much of a downgrade that was? When I was coming, this is my first time going to Eritrea. I come from nice-ass Frankfurt, Germany to straight to Asmara. It's like, 1 a.m. when we arrive. And the airport, bro, flies everywhere. It smelled like straight. But it was such a culture shock. Like, I was like, damn, this is East Africa. Like, I felt like I was like in 1991. It was crazy. But I'm not gonna hold y'all up on this topic. I just want to go in on one thing. I was in this city, it's village. It's called Dekam Hare. To all my Eritreans, I know what that is. But these kids were like talking to me when we were pulled up, and they hating on us. Like, we pulled up like as if we're like Obama's children. Like, yo, they were looking at us like. This is one thing in Tigrinya where I don't know how to say it in Malamia, but in Tigrinya it's what's I eat. It means like outsider.
West Side?
No.
What, son?
No, we said what's they said okay, as soon as we pulled up, me and my brother tired, whatever, we coming out. My brother had his like Air Force Ones on. Like, them niggas think that's just like everything. So we pull up in this village where my grandma lived and my sister lived. And my mom's like crying. Woo! My mom had another daughter that she lived back home. Shout out, Must Know, we love you. We ended up bringing her back here though. She not stuck there anymore.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but she was tripping out. And me and my brother are just sitting there in the streets, like our families are hugging us and stuff, but people are staring at us like we're like celebrities, like coming out that van. And they were like, what's I eat? Like, just like kind of like rude comments. And like, I guess they think that like we're traitors because we left. I don't know. And we came back. I don't know. Some Eritrean, I guess in that time zone, I don't know, but they just don't like, they don't really like Americans. They don't respect us for some reason. And this is a time when the whole Saddam Hussein issue was going down, like the whole, 2008, that's rough, that's like right there around from a few years.
I mean, that's economic crisis time.
Yeah.
That's when
It was
the whole
President
world
Bush.
was tripping.
Yeah, they were saying in my language too. They were like, forget Bush. In my language, they were saying Saddam Hussein number one. Like, they were just like, anyways, But that was like the most memorable experience was just like I had so many eyes on me and like I felt like I was an enemy to them. It was hard for me to like really understand where they're coming from. And my cousin broke it down when I came because I honestly started crying. My brother was like, "Yo, chill out, you being dramatic." And I'm like, "Yo, like these people are like we're Eritrean and we're coming back to where we're from, and they're treating us like this." So like it was. I didn't have a good experience back home in Eritrea, to be honest. And I didn't even get to go, all my Eritreans gonna laugh at this. I didn't even get to go to the ocean, like my Tim and I, or like Batse, all that stuff. I didn't get to enjoy it because my mom was like, it's too hot. But besides that, it was cool, beautiful. There's this thing called bellis that they eat. I don't know when you went back home, did you have this green fruit and it was like kind of had like sticky stuff on it, like really like prickly stuff on it, and the kids would sell it on the streets?
Sound like a damn kiwi to me. I don't
Nah,
know.
but yeah, it's it was so good. It was the best thing. But and then the other memorable experience I had was Dekamhada was very village. So literally like one side of the street is where cows like shit and hang out and donkeys shit and hang out, and the other side is like a city. Like it was mad weird. And they had like carousels. It was crazy. Yo, I wish I could just paint this picture for y'all because I'm not that good of it, just, you know.
Oh, no, I kind of want to go back to what you were talking about. You said how the people were calling you an outsider.
What's I eat? They were talking
Yeah,
that
West Side
shit.
banging on you and shit. So when you were in that, what did you do? What was your response? Did you say anything? Like, how was your reaction?
Honestly, I was just in like shock because I expected them to love me because I'm like, you know, I'm back home and all that. But like, I just didn't notice that I was so different from them because, you know, I always thought, hey, you know, growing up, we still spoke Tigrinya. I still ate the food. Like, I didn't think I'm just Americanized. But honestly, like, I was hurt. Like I told you, we went in the house and my grandma was like, what's wrong with her? And then my mom was like, nah, she just tired. You know, forget her. And I was like, I was just hurt because it was just a lot. Everywhere I went, any other city, any other place I went, even I smelled out of the capital, like, what's I eat? You're outsider? Like, I don't know what their issue was back then. Nowadays, I heard it's not like that, but I think it's because of the whole, like, the world was kind of going through a lot with the whole terrorism thing. It was still fresh on America, but they don't like Americans.
And, you know,
They
obviously,
don't.
you know, Eritrea was backed by a lot of those nations that that America was after. I don't know if you know that. Like, there's a lot of relationships with, you know, Saddam Hussein's Iraq and, you know, Saudi,
sense.
things like that. A lot of the Arab nations backed Eritrea and made sure that they stayed afloat. So
That's why they was banging on you.
heck
Yeah, honestly,
Damn.
I wanted to
Like
bring
East
that
Side.
up.
They were talking about
'Cause
East Side.
it was shocking.
They
Yeah.
they saw your passport.
They
Did
wasn't
you get
with that
robbed?
shit.
The niggas roll up on you with some
I
K's
wanna
and shit?
mention-
Come on,
Yo.
I know niggas got strapped out there in Africa.
And one more thing, I was like 9 years old, and I had older men hitting on me trying to smash, man, like
What?
trying
How
to
old
get
were you?
married. I was like 9 or 10, I think. Like
No, 08?
08,
That's
yeah.
10 years ago. How old are you now? 24-ish?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're like 14, 15, 13.
Whatever.
Yeah,
It's 9, 10, 11, 12, same area. I was young.
Oh, so you know, 'cause that makes a difference. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you were 14,
15
Are
is
you
different.
kidding me?
15 back
No.
home, you know,
Over-
to them, that's okay.
Yeah, no, seriously. Overseas, you go to shit, not only Africa, shit, even the islands, not even too far off of our coasts. Man, you hit the teenage years, you didn't hit
But
puberty,
the point
you
is,
didn't
they're
start
trying to get at me because I'm American. Like, they're just trying to get to America. They're not worried about me. They're going to cuff me and then dip out.
You sure?
Yeah. Your opportunity.
Right, real
That's
talk.
scary.
You a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I love Eritrea, but I didn't have fun at all. Honestly, I want to go back. First, if I go East Africa, I want to go to Ethiopia. I want to go to the strip clubs. Then I'm going to head over to Eritrea.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm going to come with you. You're going to throw all this
But
blood
nah,
at
I'm gonna let y'all know when I go back. Hopefully I go back next summer, 2018. But yeah, I still love my people though.
You can throw mad burr in Ethiopian strip club though, I ain't gonna lie. Because like a burr is less than a nickel now. Because I know, bro. The currency keeps changing.
So bad.
When I was there, I was supposed to be there for 2 weeks. I ended up there for 2 months.
Ooh, I would have been tight.
Not tight for what? No, it was the best experience I had in my life.
That's good. That's
I
good.
was,
It's under the
you know, and, you know, I have family, friends, and you know, they're family to me. Who was invited out there? Who invited me out there? You know, I don't want to, you know, put anything on blast. Like, you know, just people who are real tight with me, like government officials and stuff. I came back and had a lot of flack to deal with because of who I was hanging with out there. You know, the diaspora got beef with Anyway, but
So how much is the
I don't even
ransom
wanna
on
get
your
into
head?
that.
how much is the ransom on my head?
Yeah, because
You know, I kept it simple.
This nigga fungus.
But-
nigga got
yeah.
student loans.
Yeah, right. Fuck you.
What's that?
No,
on the
you are
real.
not giving me up to Ethiopia, man. Or actually, it would be to the diaspora, and I'm safe here.
They looking
So-
for you, Benny. Let me find out.
They ain't looking for me. They can come get me. They know where I'm at. You know, Link's
Yeah.
Lab, come catch me. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, man.
I don't
Nah,
know.
but when I was out there,
parts.
this crazy. It tells you how money is changing. Like when I was out there, you could get money if you exchanged it, like the legal route, I guess you could say, through the banks. It was like 21 to $1. The quote unquote black market, if you will, you can get exchanged for a little bit more, like 23, 24. You do the same thing now, it's like 28, I think. So it's just getting worse and worse. And if you would have been there 10 years before I was there, it was like $10. So really, if you're business minded, there's ways to make mad money if you're doing business over there and like knowing your foreign exchange and all that.
So how much does a lap dance go for now?
In USD or in
Or no, but like if I went to Ethiopia and I seen Gunnet over there, and I was like,
No, Gennet is the aunt. Remember?
Nah.
Her
Oh,
name
nah.
is Semhar.
Samhar, nah,
Nay.
nay.
I hope it ain't not.
Sweet
Whichever-
Semhar.
whatever you
That's her
speak,
strip name.
Nei
Sweet
Samhar.
Semhar.
Yeah.
Sweet
Sambusa, sambusa.
Sambusa, yeah.
Come here, girl. Let me
Hey,
get that
go ahead,
sambusa. You know
Go
that
ahead, sambusa that
triangle.
pussy.
Yeah. So, how much would it cost for you to right here? Because you know I can't speak the language, so that's what I got to say. Eat my akor. Is he? Is he got?
Nah, man, you know me, bro. I don't
missed-
know. I didn't partake, man. I wasn't a patron of the strip clubs, man. That wasn't my thing. I know I had a lot of like the party scene, fortunately and unfortunately, is where I spent my time. Like, so people really got pissed at me because I went there again 2 weeks. I was in between, like just graduated college, finished the internship. Quite honestly, didn't know what the hell I was doing with my life. So I was like, yo, this is the perfect opportunity to go back home. I mean,
That's good.
my whole adolescence, I played football in the state of Texas. If you know, that's a year-round thing. So I never got a summer break to go visit Ethiopia and all that. So I ended up going, and I don't do any of like the cliche, or let me not say cliche, but the tourist things. You know what I'm
didn't
saying?
get to go explore the country?
I didn't explore the country.
Where'd you go?
I was on a business mission, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I went over there. I had built relationships with the entertainment industry out there through my work with the soccer tournament. Shout out to ESFNA. I worked with them as a consultant for a couple years and built a lot of relationships with the entertainment, specifically, the musicians. So I was out there, linking with them. I had an agenda after some work I was doing with Rock Nations. I was trying to push that agenda in Ethiopia, trying to talk to people about what's going on there, their copyright issues, all that stuff. So long story short, I didn't tour the country, but I did party my ass off.
Hey.
I did learn about just the culture of Addis, because Addis is different than the rest of the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got...
So many tribes.
Yeah, I mean, because Addis, man, you go to Addis, you'll get lost, right? Because you'll forget. I mean, obviously you're in Ethiopia. I mean, it's not the same as America. But when you go over there, you'll see a sign that says Chicken Express. You'll see a sign that said, you say it's dope. Chicken Express don't think it's dope because Ethiopia is not part of the World Trade agreement, like the world, the organization,
It's
whatever.
not really franchise. Just take that name.
Exactly. So they don't abide by any trademark rules.
So
none
what
of
you
that.
eating?
I mean, you eating chicken, but it's not the same as Chicken Express. You
They just
got
took the
In and
name.
Out, and it's not.
That chicken boiled? Let me find out.
Man,
boy.
it's
Rolled
good.
with some
You gotta
injera,
take
look
your
like sushi.
probiotics and antibiotics, all that stuff. Whatever you eat,
man.
I mean, it's just different. It's different
gets-
air.
Yeah,
Everything's
you got to
different.
take care of
No,
yourself.
we got the homie who got a Whataburger out there.
I know.
So
That's so
if you
cool.
out there, go visit Whataburger.
It's in Awasa.
It's in Awasa.
If you go visit Whataburger, ask for the owner, my man Addis.
That's amazing.
Tell him your boy Benny sent you. He don't even know me as Benny because he left such a while ago, but that's my guy. and we got a Whataburger. He representing for the Texas Treasure out there in Ethiopia.
Fuck me, you gotta go back home, man.
Yeah, you
Let's
do.
go.
You do,
Gotta
man.
go. 2018.
Yeah,
so.
but it's a lot
tour all
going
of
on
East
out there,
Africa.
man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of expansion. If you are Ethiopian, I definitely suggest going to Ethiopia.
We'll
if
make
you're
a documentary. Let's go
Eritrean, you
together.
need to go to Eritrea. You need to go visit your homeland.
Yeah.
At the very least, go know where you're from. But see if there's opportunities for you. I mean, shit. Like, the reason why we're here is because of a diaspora, obviously, but it's a brain drain. Like, all of the brightest minds of the 70s and 80s, let me not say that all of them, but a lot of them got moved out of the country and ended up in America or Sweden or wherever the hell
Because
around.
of war zone, yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the ones who didn't survive, didn't get out, a lot of them perished. So you got to make sure to get back and go back, because you may find something out there and you may end up like me and end up staying out there. And if it wasn't for debt and wanting to keep my credit score high, I wouldn't have came back. You know what I'm saying? But I had to come back, get a job, do all that.
So when you come back, I guess, you know, for a lot of the people who move out here, when they're, you know, like me, Salon, we were born back there, you were born here. For a lot of us first generation, what do you think we could do to kind of preserve that culture? Because, you know, how you said back out there, you've seen so much stuff. Did you bring any of that back here, or do you feel like you're losing what you see back there?
Well, first and foremost, the greatest thing I feel like that comes from it is it's immersion, right? You can go try to learn a foreign language in school, but there's nothing like immersion. My Amarinya went through the roof from being in Ethiopia, because I had no choice.
Yes,
you know
I
what
can
I'm saying?
testify.
Yeah, not only is it just speaking the language, but even all the way deeper in regards to accent, right? Because those taxi drivers or whatever, if they get a glimpse that you're diaspora, they will finesse you. That 100
gotta
birr
try to play it.
car, yeah, that 50 birr, 100 birr taxi drive turns into 200 birr, 300 birr, because they know you got it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got
And
it.
they think you got it. Most of
Well,
the
they
time.
think you got it. They think you got it, right? But then they'll also clown you and say, diaspora, you know, you come here, you leave all your money, and then no money, no funny, but you gotta go back. My guy hit me with that, because again, I only planned for 2 weeks, so I budgeted for 2 weeks to be out there.
And you're there for 2 months.
I was there for 2 months, so
crazy.
accounts running low-key dry. Luckily, I had a lot of people who were also out there who were, you know, holding me down. You know what I'm saying?
What if you didn't have those people? What would you do to get this money? Are you willing to do something strange for the change?
do a little strange for a little piece of change?
I don't know, man. You know, they got some funny shit going on back there. You never
Super
know.
funny shit. I mean, dude, I went out there with 2 phones, so the easiest thing would have been for me to, you know, sell one of my phones and come up with a lot of money, because like USD, it's worth a lot, and then you multiply that times 20 for the birr, and it's like, whew, I'm rich.
USD is worth a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, actually, you just remind me of the craziest story I have for Ethiopia, and I have many. I've been there for 2 months. I could give you a billion stories. The craziest story is the night I almost got robbed.
Damn.
died?
Well, yeah, they actually attempted to rob me. It was like 3 people, but I had to basically switch the American side on them and kind of flip black, if you will. And so I remember they always said, you know, don't walk at night, you know, on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Be careful, da da da. But you know me, I'm ignorant, I'm Ethiopian. I mean, I'm American. It's like, I got this, right? And not only that, I have a lady friend with me. And so we're in Ethiopia, and we're chilling, but we want to go out. I'm not exactly sure what the hell we were even doing on the streets, man. We were just going somewhere. I think we were just going for a walk. And keep in mind, I had just came back from the Western Union, okay? So I had just came back from switching a lot of my cash to birr, pocket full of birr, okay? Pocket full of birr, 2 phones. 1 iPhone, 1 Samsung, because I always keep one of both. My passport, right? So this is literally my whole livelihood in Ethiopia. And it's 3 kids, all right? 1 super young kid, no older than 11. 1 that's, you know, a little bit older, probably 17, 18. And then 1 that's probably in his lower 20s, okay? They're hustlers, and you can tell they're hustlers, right? They're on the street trying to finesse. And so I'm with my lady friend, and, you know, we're walking down. I'm just trying to safely get us back to the crib. We did whatever we need to do, and I got back. We were going back to the crib. They walk up on us, and they got a cardboard just cut out. It's like a mat almost. And, you know, they're coming, you know, telling me, hey, you know, give me some money. Can you give me some money? Now, I don't give people money in America that much. Like, I'll give them a little bit, but I'm not gonna feed you when you're, I don't know, it's fucked up, I guess. I'm a Christian. I'm supposed to give back, but whatever.
It's your money.
It's my money, exactly, and I earn this shit.
You worked for it just like they can.
But in Ethiopia, it's a business to be a panhandler. Like, it's a business. You can tell.
Money.
It's like everywhere where there's a mass stop, they're there. The people who are asking for money.
Because tourists give money. Like,
yes, and if the bus stop moves, believe it or not, the people move. So you would have thought they were there because they live around there or they're little homeless things. No,
they be finessing.
They're going wherever the mass migrations are of people so that they can beg for money.
Let me change clothes.
Right.
But that's the same anywhere. That's America.
It is the same. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm not saying Ethiopia's worse, but that's just how it is. These guys in particular, though, they were smart. They knew what they were doing. So we were walking, and as we're walking, I mean, Ethiopia is being developed. So it's like nice, it's streets, and then all of a sudden you've hit like gravel. You know what I'm saying? And so they're walking, and the street lights only illuminate so much, and there was like a gap with no light. So they're standing at the edge of the light, where the light is, asking me for da-da-da, and I was like, nah, man, I got somebody, I'm trying to go. And so I'm trying to, honestly, I'm trying to protect her more than anything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, and I'm like holding her, I'm like, let's go there. So these guys get real close. There's a taxi cab. I'm like, bet, cool, let's get in the taxi, take us to the crib. I get close to the taxi, and they won't let me go, and I'm telling them, no. We try to get we're getting literally at the door. I get her in the door, and the dude puts the signage, literally lowers or minimizes the space between me and him to where the only thing in between us is this little cardboard tray, and he's like pushing up on me. Dude, I've spent my time in the streets, bro. I know what it looks like when somebody's trying to hit a lick. He pushes up on me and literally just dives his hand into my pocket. Bro, I told you what was in my pocket. Phones, but most importantly, passport and all my money. You know what I'm saying? Did I stab him? Bro, like...
He just did it.
I went black. You know what I'm saying? Like, not black like American. I blacked out. You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed him. You know what I'm saying? But mind you, it's 3 of them. They were smart, okay? It's the decoy, the person who he transfers the stuff to, and like the little kid is the runner. So he would give him the stuff, and then the 2 kids are basically fighting to distract me. The 17 and 20-something-year-old. I'm just guessing their age. So they're rushing me or whatnot, and I'll sum this story up real quick. But essentially, I had to spaz, So I want to protect this person. I don't want to beat up my own people. And that's what I was telling them. All of a sudden, I could speak. No, what? I know. It's fucked up. I'm just my that type of...
He's a good guy. He said, I know.
It's weird.
Guy, nigga,
in my head,
it
was like, if I was in America, I would literally... If I was in Texas specifically, I'd kill you right now.
Nah, you was in the wrong neighborhood.
We could get away with it here. But over there, I was like, yo, I'm visiting. And literally, it was like... it was like almost like tongues hitting me. Like, I started speaking Amharic, I didn't know I knew. And I started telling them, seriously, what are you doing? Do you understand? Like, Bamaric, I'm lecturing him.
You're tripping. Who's the girl with you? So she wasn't like family or friend?
No.
Man.
It's fine. You're such a
I would have sacrificed her. Go, take her.
No.
Hit the gas.
No, man. So like, basically, but here's the cool part.
I thought you were saying let her stay out
Here's
there.
the cool part. When he got in my pocket, Simon,
you a whole ass nigga.
Listen, when he got in my pocket, he actually got my phone and my passport. And you know what he did? He threw it in that dark patch. What he didn't know is I had another phone.
So you called it?
Not calling it. It's in Ethiopia. I don't have 2 Ethiopian passports. I have the iPhone. I put the flashlight and found it. But my point was, I grabbed him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like pinning him down. The other one's coming. I basically throw him because he's smaller. The little 17-year-old.
You want some movie scene?
No, I'm saying, bro. It was like a movie scene. So I basically start fighting the other ones off. The little one, I looked at him like, dog, I will kill you, bro. You better run. And he literally runs. He just takes off. And he just shoots up the street, bro.
26.2 miles.
Dog, that nigga, he ran a whole ass marathon back home. You know what I'm saying? And then so
they saw the anger in your eyes.
No, they
That's
saw
probably
it for
why
real.
they
But the oldest one wasn't like letting up. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew he threw my phone. So he knew worst case scenario, if he don't give me no money, I can go back and get his phone and sell it or whatever. So what I did was basically, like, you know, you kind of spaz when you're like in fight mode, so you don't remember everything. Basically, I get to manhandling them. I have both of them like pinned up on this wall, and I ask him, "Where is my phone?" I didn't know what I was saying, but it's like God just said, boom, he just hit me with it.
You have to talk to them. You have to
Yeah, and I'm hitting him like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you have so much you could do with your life. You're young. Like, why are you over here trying to steal people's shit? What type of person are you? You know what I'm saying? Seriously, I'm like, shoot, I'm like going off. And then, so the young one, I'm literally like so pissed, I'm like choking him to death and I don't notice. So by the time I let him go, he takes off. And then the older one is still presently like, yo, give me, you know, Abaka, please, we don't have nothing. And I say, you know what? I start going, this one I hit the mirror. I'm like, fuck you, you ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then as I'm holding him by his neck, I pull out my iPhone and hit the flashlight. Yeah, bitch, you didn't know I had another phone. Bitch, I got bread. You know what I'm saying? You nigga. And I light up and literally find my phone, find my passport, grab the shit, put it in my pocket. And
hold on, nigga, you holding this nigga by the throat?
Benny, you a G, bro.
Hold on.
No, real shit.
What
and
the fuck? I'm trying to figure out this science, nigga. Hold on. You had your hand like this.
I'm holding this nigga. I don't.
You nigga, don't move.
No, because he couldn't have. He didn't throw it too far, and I know, like in the general vicinity.
Why this nigga not
at
push
this
out
point,
for
no, they're intimidated.
They're intimidated because he knows if I let him go, it's no longer I'm holding you. I'm striking you, bro. I'm about to beat the shit out of you.
How big was he? On the scale of little
We're in
to big.
Ethiopia, bro. What kind of question is that? It's an Ethiopian. It's an Ethiopian nigga claimed to be homeless. You think he's swole?
You're right.
Okay, thank you.
American
I don't know,
ass.
man.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
It's underdeveloped.
It sounds like a robbery.
It was It was an Ethiopian
That was
robbery, though.
America.
This
It
ain't no
would've
hood
went different.
robbery. This is an Ethiopian. It's where they appeal to finesse and they appeal to your heart. They're trying to rob your soul.
Sound like The
motherfucker.
Wire.
Yeah, nah. So
They're smart.
yeah. So long story short, I get all the shit. I get her into the cab. I get into the cab.
Should have sacrificed her.
I should have sacrificed. No,
Don't marry him, guys.
yeah.
Ladies.
Don't marry who?
He can't even tell us who she
This
is.
one, Benny, we love you. This
What?
one.
Who is
he told
she?
you to throw the girl away.
Who is she?
What she got to do
Hey,
with
look,
the
not a
look.
friend,
One,
a relative?
I told
She
you,
could have helped
bro.
you out, though. She could
Sacrifice.
have
Identities.
Walking Dead.
I am a vault, man. Secrets are safe with me, so I'm not gonna put her out on blast. But at the end of the day, once we got in the car, this is not even the end of the finesse. The fucking taxi driver tries to finesse me now. Okay, so he drops me off. I'm not gonna say who, but I was staying with one of the leaders of the country at the time. I'll give a hint. He no longer works for the country. He's running like the world now. Okay, big hint. Anybody should know who that is if you follow Ethiopian politics. Okay, so I was.
Beats me, nigga. You Ethiopian the fuck?
No. Anyway, look it up. So, I was with. I had them drop me off there, and the taxi driver, I asked him, dude, he literally just drove us around the corner. The only reason to even get in the cab was just to get away from the robbers. Honestly, we could have walked home. He says, Hulat Matober. I'm like, Hulat Mato? Yeah.
What does that mean?
200 bur. I mean, $10, whatever.
Tell that
But the
nigga
thing
suck
is,
a dick.
Hulat Mato bur could take me to fucking like Sheraton from where I was at. You know what I'm saying? It could take me far. He literally took me around the corner. He's like, somehow, you know, basically trying to say, oh, I helped you. This is where the nigga in me came out. I said, Hulat Mato? Hulat Mato? Hulat, sauce. What's that? And I threw it at him. He was like, I don't wonder, man. I was like, you trying to, like, you know, you trying to finesse me for money after these niggas just tried to rob me? Here, bro. Here's this funky
That's what I'm
ass.
talking back to what
Here's
my
this
point was.
funky ass money.
They do too much, man. They think you're so rich and different. Like, I'm just like you. I just grew up here. Like,
Yeah, so anyway, long story short, niggas tried to rob me, didn't get shit. I got all my money back, got my passport, my phones back. These niggas, hopefully they learned a lesson because I showed mercy, and I told them that. I even told them, I said, and this was English, obviously. I could fucking kill you right now. Do you understand that? I would kill you and get away with it, but I'm not gonna do that shit. Just
Why you
please.
ain't do that shit? It would have been a great story for the podcast.
Friendly
I'm blessed, yo.
Yeah, remember that one time I killed this nigga that tried to rob me in Ethiopia? Oops.
Yeah.
beat drop.
Nah, man.
I
Hey,
did
man. Look, I'm blessed and highly favored. That shit don't
Come
come.
and get me.
That shit don't come full circle if you out here beating up fucking homeless Ethiopians in Ethiopia.
I had some friends that beat up some Ethiopians a few weeks ago.
Just for the fun of it?
It wasn't for the fun of it. It was kind of fun. This was in D.C. I heard this story. It was pretty funny. I guess this dude was drunk, came up to them. It was 3 of them, and they had 3 girls with them. And he just kept kind of just on them, wouldn't leave them alone, messing with the girls. And one of the dudes was like, "Hey, man, relax. Chill the fuck out." And he's like, "Man, fuck you." And so he jumps over and hits the guy. And then all 3 of them start kicking his ass.
Just start beating him up.
I'm like, and then the other one, our other guy, he's holding the other girls. "It's okay, ladies. It's okay."
Yeah. Trying to get some juice tonight.
"It's okay, ladies." Nigga look back. You see, winking and smiling. The mother nigga, "Hey, fuck this nigga, man." "All right, let's go inside."
Hey, he got his play.
Man, but it's so bad. I'm like, y'all niggas sorry. Y'all niggas just jumped the drunk Habesha nigga at DC.
I can't.
And they obviously Habesha too, so it's just Habesha's jumping Habesha.
Yeah, Habesha's out here kicking each other's asses.
It's Habesha on Habesha crime, man. We got to prevent that shit, man. That's why I didn't whoop your ass if you ever come up on a fucking iPhone, SoundCloud, and you listen to this shit. So, yo, one day you're gonna learn it. You better stop robbing people because God is watching and karma is a bitch.
Shit, that nigga
We need to focus on developing the country and saving edge ups because y'all know y'all Habesha niggas, man.
Hey, no. The barbers out there, fly as
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah,
So how
that
come
shit
back
live.
in America, man,
Fire.
some of these, man, what's going on with the edge ups, guys?
What you trying to say about this edge up?
Oh, y'all good. Y'all
Okay,
straight.
I'm about to say, because if you talk about
We've
my
already
edge
talked
up,
about this.
I take
You
my shit.
talking about
I
EE.
do my shit myself.
Y'all get to y'all feelings. Ladies, y'all agree? They get their feelings.
you get in your feelings. Let me talk about your edges. You gonna get in your feelings. You talking about my
Baby,
edges.
y'all, check the, zoom in, Zeke. My edges is laid, baby.
That's
Come
the
on, zoom
only
in.
thing laid.
Zoom in, baby.
It's the only thing. Everything else.
Zeke, don't really zoom in, light skin.
No, zoom into you gotta zoom into the
Hold
one
up,
good part.
hold up.
The
Check
edge.
the side.
The left one.
Gorilla glue.
Gorilla.
Only hear it once. Gorilla glue. $1, yo. Anyways.
Wow.
Benny Hunters, take it back to the next topic.
Yeah,
What we
man. But
talking about
so
next?
at the end of the day, man, the point in all that is, unfortunately, even back home, the culture is getting lost. Like, I honestly feel like it's with just Western expansion, there's this pride about colonialism not affecting them. But at the end of the day, it's neocolonialism now. It's like through business, through culture, it's our homes are low key, being infiltrated. So it's kind of crazy. So, what we need to do is kind of figure out how we're going to prevent that from happening and kind of preserve that culture. You know what I'm saying? And
How can you do that though?
how can you?
Because
we have power. Education is easy.
not
we
even
have
that.
knowledge.
Let me give you a statistic.
And we have money too.
It's not even money. That's not what's gonna keep your culture. So they say that people moving into another country, it takes about 4 generations to you assimilate to that culture.
Completely.
Yeah. So if you think about it, you're first gen, right? So for instance, we know a lot of people who are marrying outside of their
Right.
their race, the culture, so forth. Right there. So now that's half, right? Now the half marries another outside of, a Habesha race. Now that's a quarter. Now in your 4th generation, they marry outside, whatever they have is
Gone.
Why are
The
we
Habesha's
giving them
gone.
away though? That doesn't take away like their care for, developing,
But I'm saying it's not even the country. I'm talking about us over here.
within.
Just
Keeping
the
the culture, yeah.
Culture and
Like-
country are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you grew up here, right?
Right.
So would you consider yourself Eritrean more so or American?
Honest. Yeah. Exactly.
Can you
I'm
even
black.
speak? Can you speak?
Take it in, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like
I can.
full.
Like honestly, yeah. People that I grew up with, even till today, say it's good, but honestly, like it's broken.
Can you cook? Can you cook in Jeddah? Can
Okay,
you cook Sebhi?
I can cook. I've cooked it a couple times, but I'm not like a weekly, monthly. But when I was in college living
The
on
question
my own,
is,
yes, I can.
Zare mata. Or in Tigrinya, I don't know how you say tonight in Tigrinya.
Tonight.
This shit. Tonight, could you go home with the proper materials and make a traditional
Right hand, man.
Habesha
I
dish?
honestly can. My mom helped. My mom.
What would you make?
I watched her.
What would you make?
Dodo it, baby.
Okay.
Some what?
What is the
Some
recipe?
turkey?
Okay, so what are you gonna do? So she's not there. I just
All right.
sent someone to
Let
the
me
store.
take it away. Give me like 1 minute.
Go.
So what you do is you get the onions, sugar tea, shunkort. All right. You chop it up real fine. Get a saucepan, put some olive oil, baby, not corn oil, money. And then you're gonna put a lot of that that olive oil, a lot. That's how that oil is in the heat. And so you're gonna let it cook, let it simmer, let it cook up. Don't add water. Maharani, shout out to you. My roommate taught me that. Don't add water, all right?
All right.
And then what you're going to do is you got the better already pulled up. You got the garlic. My mom, we already got minced garlic, pre-minced garlic already cooked up, all right? Already in the fridge. So put a little of that. And then you're going to add the better, all right? Is that what
Yeah, better. Same thing.
Yeah. Add the better, stir it up. It's all with patience and love. Throw a little bit of spit in it. You gotta put your foot in it. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck just happened?
Man, I ain't eating that.
Throw a piece of hair in there.
We were so good.
And then y'all literally look like y'all about to fall in love with this thought. Like
you said spit.
Y'all want some Jedi right now.
I woke the fuck up.
And then with the meat, I'm gonna have Babe do that because I don't really touch meat like that.
You ain't gonna have no babe if you don't touch me. Let me tell you something.
I'm all right. I'm a massage a chicken. I'm gonna take out the skin like Mama do. You feel me? Okay. And then you boil that baby up, and you just let you simmer it up, and you just bring it to a boil. And then
this is Dodo. What you just explained?
Dodo with, and then the eggs are already boiled. It's not hard, but honestly, I understand what you mean by like how Habesha, because we're not asked to. We're so busy trying to, succeed, and we're succeeding, and we're too busy looking for husbands and
you was not
catering
busy
our husbands.
From the age of 5 to time you went off to high school. You had plenty of time to get domesticated.
I didn't understand how amazing in Jedi was. I was like, I want.
And you see the point,
I want McDonald's,
exactly,
Mom.
That's how the culture gets lost.
Exactly.
I know it's gonna get lost through me.
There's so much people that still like us.
I fucked it off.
We just need stuff like this, like for the culture. This is why we're here today. What time is it? 8 p.m., 11 p.m.? Yeah. We don't have to be here. I'm just saying, like, it's a wave. It's a movement. I feel like it's not, because you got the negative connotation to it. There's still a lot of us even marrying outside the race, and we're still like, going back and thinking about how we can, develop and business. There's so much people I know that's still up to that, but it's honestly perception. And I think that, we're leaders. You know
what I noticed?
What's up?
It's kind of crazy is that when people marry outside the race, the spouse who is not Abisha actually tends to embrace the culture.
We have an amazing culture.
Yeah, like
it's amazing.
Yeah, even more so sometimes than even we do, which is really strange.
They love it. I know people. I remember when I was in Lubbock at Tech, there was a gentleman who owned a thrift store and who happened to adopt 2 Ethiopian girls from back home.
That's what's
and
up. He got money.
I guess so.
It cost money that day.
Yeah, they were like 5 or something, like 4 years old, something like that. So, he was asking me, what to do. So I had to tell him a few tips.
Give him some raw onions. You good, bro?
Basically, I said put the clip
make
out
sure
to
they don't wear
hair.
no tights when they 3. When they 8, 9, 10.
Make sure you don't got them looking white, basically.
Habesha girls, you either go bad or you go good.
Yeah. No.
You go stale or you go fresh.
Oh my God.
I would know.
You mean growing up?
As in, growing up. Oh, yeah, growing up. Because I'm not going to go into that right now.
We are going to go into that.
Because I'm going to have some females offended. Like.
Is that not what we're here to do?
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Okay.
Listen, thoughts. No, I'm just playing. But, no, it's like you go against the grain, you go with the grain. Like, honestly, for us, like our parents, diaspora, they give up everything for us. Either we take advantage of that or we don't. Because honestly, a Habesha girl should never be homeless, fam, up in America. Like, if her parents are kind of like, ours and the usual common, even if without her parents, she got family. Like, we got mad family no matter where we're at. You know what I'm saying? But taking into account to their own beauty, they can take that and make their own money, entrepreneur, college. There's so much for us. I'm sorry, it's because of beauty. It's down to beauty. We too fine, bro.
To find it.
We're too fine. You got money. Back home, females don't have shampoo like the way we have it here. I thought because I was Habesha, I had beautiful hair. No, it's because I'm Habesha and I had beautiful hair growing up in America. Like, that's the reason why I have beautiful hair. It's back home in the villages, girls, their hair is as bad as the effects of the perms of here. Like, it's just.
They nappy like that.
Yo.
They got the froze.
When I was young, I had it to my. All Habesha girls can attest to that, man. Growing up.
Yeah,
to the back. Shout out to the European girls too. So, like models.
We got food, obviously language. We have to do better, man. Like, we have to do better. I can speak for the Ethiopians for sure. The born and raised Ethiopians here. Like,
Yeah.
so many. Now, I am impressed by so many people who do know the language, but also at the same time, like, we got to do better as far as like keeping up with the language. And the language is shifting, if I'm being honest. Like, Ethiopia, that was another thing I noticed. The Ethiopia, at least that we were taught as kids, is not the Ethiopia of present day. It's like the 1970s, 80s Ethiopia that our parents left. They don't know any better either because the majority of them ain't going back. Like, they're not dealing with what's going on over there. So they're like, they'd rather,
They're about to get taken care of.
shout from 10,000 miles away, which I don't necessarily agree with. I'm more about, if you want something to be fixed, you got to go over there and do it yourself, or, fight for it, or lobby, do something, hell. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely gotta find a way to preserve the culture.
100.
And then we also have music, man. Do you jam Habesha music at all?
I'm starting to get into the jazz, but for the most part, nah, you ain't just gonna hear me just
It's the back of
fuck
the head,
it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell to search. Teddy Afro, that's about it.
What? You used to hang out with me, man. We stay
so you
turning
jam
up.
out?
What?
Yeah.
Eritrean music, Ethiopian music. Shoot.
My sister's like that because I told you before, she dances to the show. She loves Ethiopian music. Like, you will
There's
literally,
nothing like it.
She will pull up to the house and the whole block will hear you know what I'm saying? And she in the car, like, I'm just like, yo, you gotta cool
Electric
that shit.
And if you honestly understand what they're saying in some of the songs,
Oh,
it's
see.
so beautiful. It's like,
What they be
there's
talking
things
about?
like, and this one Eritrean song, I forgot the name of it, but it's like, I think it's called Gazana by Jamal or something. It's so beautiful. He's saying like, this is our home. We created it together. We have family. We have peace. We have love. Like, I want everybody to come in and hang out with me. Like, the Habesha rich, the culture of it, like, it's in songs. Like, that part of our culture, like, growing up, my parents would be like, no. They'd be fighting, and it's fighting over keep the money that I let you have. You know what I'm saying? Like that part of us. And like, that's in songs. Like, you just gotta get, you just gotta just break it down. But you're gonna go back home and you're gonna learn the language. And then you're gonna understand what the music is saying.
We found the app.
Yeah, I was on
this
YouTube.
makes you want to just like
30
save up
minutes
for
a
a trip. BunaTime Podcast in East Africa.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start.
We'll have Abel walk around with the camera and stuff.
Fuck that, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. Hey,
GoFundMe, we'll do
send
it.
your boy to back to Africa.
All my girls that want it.
Oh, that's another
Whichever
thing.
girl gives them the most.
My
gets the
shit
ring.
says Sudan. My green card says Sudan. I don't know if your boy gonna be able to get back in. I know you work for the airlines. You gonna have to let me know, Matt. You gonna have to let me know.
done, dog. You
No,
need to go ahead and get
Ethiopia
that
is more
citizenship.
easier to get into. Eritrea,
It ain't
It
about
don't
that.
matter.
It's about getting
Yes.
back to the U.S.
I'm
really?
I'm taking
Donald
Michael
Trump?
Gubba no Mesco with me.
Yeah, I'm not going.
So,
Governor Musk.
They gonna have.
Elias, you
they
gotta.
gonna bring me
you need
back.
to become a citizen, bro. You need to become a citizen.
Like ASAP, like in a hurry, bro.
I'm not playing. Before you get married.
Wait, what? I mean, if you married, you set, right? Ain't that how it works?
But
Shit,
when they divorce,
No,
do
you
you
gotta
still
wait
are you still a
5
citizen?
years. Actually, you gotta wait 5 years.
See,
but you're
Ooh,
still
I really-
good.
you gotta
that
keep up
offer.
with one
If you
female.
married-
Can you keep up with one female for 5 years? You gonna be cheating on her?
I reneged that offer actually. Take that.
Oh, you had a
Renege.
Go ahead, pay that $600.
5 years, man. I'm a bad dater.
We'll help you study for the citizenship test.
Wait.
Who was the third president of the United States?
Thomas Jefferson.
Was it?
Yes.
You asked the wrong guy.
It is.
Listen,
Jonathan Adams was second.
yeah, John
I don't care about
Quincy
American
Adams. Was that Quincy Adams?
No, he was the fifth.
Forget to
Fifth? Oh, that's a different guy. There you go. But you gonna pass your citizenship test? You in there?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm the most American non-American. Goddamn, bless America. Hop shots for Trump.
Oh,
Oh no, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
nigga's trash.
trash.
So fuck.
Trash.
Oh,
You
yeah,
saw
that
him-
doesn't live in America, man. Y'all so lucky, man.
As a matter of
Deal with
fact,
this leader.
actually that brings me to something, and I most definitely should have addressed it at the beginning of this podcast, but we definitely need to send some love to all of the victims and those who were affected in Las Vegas recently. Like that it's crazy, man. It's really crazy what's going on in this country, to be quite honest. So, if you are of a particular faith, send your prayers that way. If not, send your energy, mojo, whatever you believe in. And, make sure that we send some type of positive vibes over there because people definitely need it, man. Like, Politics aside, man, it's just crazy what goes on in this country, man.
Because especially with Vegas, and for the all our cousins out there, all our listeners, if you have any ties to what's going on in Vegas and you have some type of drive you're holding and hosting, please get in contact with us. We would love to put that information out there so people can offer their support and help with everything that's going on in Vegas.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get that out there. Make sure we
absolutely
can do something for them.
Yeah, that's definitely we all about the love out here. So not only promoting what we're doing, but also if anybody else has got stuff going on out there, we want to take care of them. But your parents, right?
One for them.
I don't know how open your parents are with you, but whenever they came to America, there's a bunch of, obviously they tell us the big three, right? The big three we got to be into: doctor, lawyer, engineer, right? Yeah, I know. What do your parents give you pressure, or more importantly, what are they doing? Because they say all that, but did your parents happen to be a part of those jobs, or do you just know? What's your experience with those Abisha odd jobs that we end up with? Because we say doctor, lawyer, engineer, but then most of us are, cab drivers or own a 7-Eleven. We actually head towards entrepreneurship, which I actually prefer personally. Yeah. I dig that. So, what's y'all's experience with that?
You know what, Benny? Since you asked that question, because honestly, I initially, of course, like every other Habesha girl, goes into school for nursing, and then you change your mind. You don't want to be a nurse? What? But honestly, like, a lot of people switched from medical field initially to, entrepreneurship or hospitality management or whatever. But yeah, I'm even right now, I'm in my undergrad. I'm in, because of my parents, like, I took so many science classes because of my parents, because I was like, I have to be medical field. There's going to be a job. I'm not going to be a bum that's like, all right, I'm going to graduate and, take a risk and not like, have a job, So medical field is where it's at. I'm not trying to knock it down, but it's like, I have no passion for it. Like, I used to be in my anatomy, chem, bio, even right now, like my biomechanics class. I'm like, what? I'm not. Yeah. But anyways.
Hold on. How was it when you look at those videos?
What videos?
Like, the people bleeding, the surgeries, all that nasty shit nobody wants to look at.
I've shadowed a lot. I've shadowed a lot of people, but it's like, for me, it's like not a big deal. Like, just like my ex-roommate, she's a pre-med, and she doesn't even like take any type of like offense to that kind of stuff. It's like people walking down the street. It's everyday thing. So it's not like it's normal. Like, I followed an occupational therapist once, and dude, like, the patient was fat, and he was like sitting there. Came out of surgery like a month. He was like way over it. He should have been discharged a long time ago, but they kept him there.
How big was he?
Dude was huge. He was huge.
If you had to guesstimate it.
And I don't want to say his race, because...
No, not his race, his weight. You can't eyeball work.
Oh, I can eyeball... He was at least 300 pounds.
That's not that heavy.
300 ain't even that big. If he was that big, he was way more than 300.
But,
You'd be surprised.
I guess he was sitting on the bed, and he was just all... Like, his fat was just all...
With your arms, how wide would you say he was?
He was like...
Oh, no, that's more 300.
That's about 4'5".
That's about 4'5". You'd be surprised.
It was a couple years ago.
About 5.
But the therapist was like, I can't put my mask on. She was a physical therapist. She was like, I can't put my mask on. I just have to touch him, and, gotta go in this procedure, and and get on his leg, but this is the hard part of the job. She walked in that, bro, dude stunk. I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore. That's why I went into speech therapy. Like, I couldn't do it. But anyways, back to like the passion and stuff like that. Like, you got to find a medium for it, because I know a lot of people can attest to that. Like, they're already halfway into medical school and they don't want to do it, but Habesha people, though, when they say stuff like that, it's just security,
Yeah.
And it makes me understand, because I have so many friends that are $60,000 in debt from UTA for undergrad for broadcasting. Like, why would you go in for that if you didn't even want to go into interning for it? Like, I don't understand, but stuck like Chuck. But I got to give a shout out to all y'all that, went into a whole nother path and still succeeded, because... It's not guaranteed out here.
You're not allowed to follow your dreams, basically.
It's not guaranteed unless it's medical field. Like, yo, 100. I don't understand. I don't understand how you took a leap of faith. Like,
my uncle is a surgeon, and so he's a urologist.
That's dope.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, like your penis.
There you go. Yeah,
I was like, your anus.
No, urologist.
Oh, urethra.
Urine.
There you go. So I was in 6th grade when I saw my first surgery. I actually witnessed it. He scrubbed me in and everything. It was called a penile prosthesis.
Saw a nigga get his dick removed?
No, prosthesis. He got a prosthetic one.
So they go inside your little hole,
listen,
and they stick something up there, right?
Yeah, they literally gave him. They literally put like a plastic or metal. I watched it firsthand.
How?
Because my uncle was the surgeon, so
they ain't got no contract. You was in there just chilling.
Them niggas stapled
he invited me in. I mean, this was in 6th grade, so this was over a decade ago.
Was under like he was sedated.
He was gone. He was gone. I was scrubbed in.
Did they give him a bigger dick? They kept it like small.
Yo, they added a pump. They added a pump. Yo, they added a pump.
So this nigga can make his dick whatever size.
That was the issue. He couldn't get up, right? Viagra and shit wasn't working. So what they did was they gave him an extra testicle, and
that's dope.
This is dead ass.
They transformed his dick.
Yes, it was a pump penis, and you pumped it with the extra nut. Swear to God.
God bless him.
I wouldn't believe this.
God bless him.
I wouldn't believe this if I didn't watch it myself. Watch it being in. So basically, it was, and it was pumping up.
So, hold on, was it inflatable? Like, what kind of material was it? Did you touch it?
It was like a plastic rod.
How did it feel?
That was like, I don't know, it was layered. It was layered in a way.
How did it feel? Here, Benny.
I don't know. I wasn't grabbing it.
How did it feel?
New dick? I wasn't grabbing that shit.
Did you use 2 hands? It's rubbery. Felt like this jabbing. Did it feel more like the top part,
I'm dead.
the handle, the spout?
You're not grasping, bro, because you're about to be gross. You're not understanding the gravity of this. He put it inside
of what?
His inside.
Yeah, it's that penile like that.
Hold on.
So the entrance.
He put the plastic.
Well.
Okay.
So imagine opening up your essentially your scrotum.
So it blossoms.
Inserting a rod through. So basically,
that hurts.
This is said penis split open. This is the rod.
Sure.
Like this.
With an extra ball on the outside that you would.
So there's going to be some pressure
on the inside. Probably.
So where does the ball come out of?
The ball's in the sack. Where else the balls go?
So he squeezes his nuts.
You better find the right one, because the wrong one gonna hurt.
What the fuck? So I think the squeezes.
That was my first thought. I was like, damn, I hope you don't pick the wrong one night. Get too fast. Oh, baby, I got you. Second. And just fall apart. You know what I'm saying?
It really busting out there.
Yeah, literally busting up. Yeah, man. So penile prosthesis. When I saw that, I knew.
You were going to get one.
Absolutely not. I knew.
How did we even get here? Oh my God.
We were just talking about the medical field. You were talking about a surgery.
There you go. Sorry. Okay.
You were talking about a surgery that you witnessed. I'm sorry. I cannot let this story go.
No, you good, baby. You good.
That's what we're here for, right?
Don't you like to talk about dicks?
No.
I don't know.
That's not what you told us off this mic.
What? Yo, he's lying.
She said, "Can we please talk about dick?" You guys keep talking about pussy.
Yo, I got family on here.
Nigga, you 24 now. It's time they know.
It's time they know, okay?
It's time.
They want kids for you, know? I mean, you ain't getting no kids without I was a D. Anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, but, yeah. We got crazy jobs, man. This is what we do. But the taxi job.
Long story short, Benny's trying to say life isn't planned. Enjoy your life. Thank you.
Real shit. Do what you please. Do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying?
Just wear condoms and no to drugs.
I'm all for entrepreneurship. So
I gotta share this job story right here.
Shed it.
Okay, so to all the people out there in the DMV, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia area, this is probably one of y'all cousins. His name is Haptamu Gebda Selassie. He's 24 years old. He got some space in between his teeth. He got a receding hairline. No said edge up.
Why you flaming this nigga like this?
And he has one bad front tooth. So just in case you were trying to figure out who exactly.
We call this a fire up hour.
I think I know this guy. So my man's here. So what he's being accused of, he's a massage therapist out there. So now he's being charged for sexually abusing a woman during an appointment at a massage envy parlor out there in DC.
Habesha, man.
So what they're saying is, as he's doing the massage, without invitation or warning or consent, he licks her vagina.
What?
She's startled. She freaks out.
And then she says, continue?
No. He says, sorry, I apologize. Oh my God, I know English. I'm from Africa. And he thought that shit was going to actually work, but it didn't. Because it's worked in the past. Because apparently this guy's done this about three times already.
Play it off.
Yeah.
We're too smart. We're legends,
And
man.
the third time was literally a couple weeks ago. So he just got in trouble and then got in trouble again.
And what
And then
happened?
the
Tell the
first
people what
time
happened
he
to him. He
did-
got a lawsuit on him or what?
Oh, yeah, this dude got a $25 million lawsuit. So you probably not going to be able to find him. He's probably halfway back to Ethiopia right now.
Deport.
That nigga said, I'm going to tell you right now, honestly, for him, it's better to go back. Because would you rather go back or you want to stay in prison?
He not gonna survive.
As a sex
He gonna drop
victim,
the soap.
or what do you call that?
He not gonna survive.
And you look at this guy here. He's somebody's bitch. He's going to be somebody's bitch.
Put it in the camera real quick.
He's
There
going
you
to
go.
be, he
Show
would
that.
be somebody's bitch.
Wait, that's the guy who's out there eating pussy?
You know him?
No, absolutely not. No.
Fuck, are you mad he did it first?
Man, hell no. I do not condone sneak licking.
Yo, what
like
if a
that.
female? What if the previous females were okay with it and they're like, "This is what I really came for." Looking at it. Like,
That,
wow.
hey, you know, kind of like those Asian massage parlors where you go for the happy ending.
Oh, in Tokyo, like rush hour.
Tokyo, you mean like 3 miles away from
I
here?
know it's around the corner. When I went to the massage place with my mom, it was cool.
I bet it was.
Yeah,
We had an old
got
man do
code
it.
word. Code word. You have to use the code word.
It was a code word.
Sticky.
I'm ready to sign off. I can't do it.
That's a code word. You gotta be like, hey, buddy.
Let me get a little bit of num. You know what I'm talking about?
Me love you long time. You
I
ever
want to
seen
make a
that?
documentary.
You ever seen that movie?
Yes.
Full Metal Jacket?
No.
Y'all never seen that?
We have a show. We don't watch movies.
Oh shit, fuck me then.
Yeah, man. So shout out to the homie for reminding us to check in on Mr. Omar, because
Who the fuck is Omir?
is that not the guy's name?
No, this is Habtamu Gebra Selassie, 24 years old.
Everybody,
from
Habtamu,
DC, Maryland,
stay
Virginia.
away from him. We
well.
call him the pussy licker. Stay away.
Stay away.
Stay away.
Oh my God, he looked like one of them Catch a Predator guys.
Wow. This is sad.
He's not ugly too. Why does he have to do all that? He can get a Semhar out there in DC. I gotta stop saying Semhar because Semhar, we got some pretty Semhars in Dallas.
I don't think Samhar fucking with this guy.
Semhar, no, let us know.
But you know, he probably give good massages if they keep hiring him after all these charges.
True.
On the bright side,
What if one of the victims was a victim twice? What does that tell you?
man, it's probably a white woman.
No, it tells you. Well,
Yo, DC.
I wasn't
man.
getting that deep into it. I just said she
Shout out
liked
to all
the
my
shit.
girls in DC. Y'all savage.
Well, that was in D. Oh man, DC's a different story, man. But
Yeah.
anyway,
We always have a negative connotation in DC. We gotta chill out.
DC is no, that's if I could go anywhere else like
Yeah.
to live,
Really?
I'm moving to
That's
DC.
good.
Absolutely, I loved it out there. Don't get it twisted.
The weather. I heard it's good. When it's good.
Man, this shit snows. It's cold. This shit's trash.
It's because it's pretty much the north.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
North side.
Yeah, man. So again, I want to make sure that we reiterate this because, you know, not only do we want to talk about what we want to talk about, but we want to make sure that we talk about what the people want us to talk about. And so we want to make sure, again, we want everybody to hit this hashtag that we got out, right? Hashtag the BunaTime Podcast. And that way we can do our Q&As. We want to start low-key getting it to where we can do it live and keep the people involved and kind of just respond to what they're doing. But nonetheless, make sure that you are hashtagging the BunaTime Podcast and letting us know what it is you want to talk about. And that way we can make sure that we get into it.
What are the Q&As we got right now from the past week?
So one dude, what I got a question here. Actually, I'll go ahead. Is Danquilis? What is going on? What is people's names?
I don't know.
All right, so I want to shout you out, but I can't pronounce your fucking name. DANKQU. At least they followed the Q with the U because that's a English must. ILLIUS.
Daiquiri? What?
Danquilius.
Daquilius?
Yeah, Mr. Dinquilius.
We're gonna-
Boy.
We're gonna call you Daquan.
No, we can't.
No, he's
No,
not
Daquan,
Daquan. He's
look,
Daquan.
everybody
They hopped
gonna
on
get
our
on you.
ass on Instagram
Yo,
Live.
Daquan, our Habesha people don't. They love Daquan.
Daquan. It's
Daquan.
First, you can't
Daquan.
say hookah. Now you can't say Daquan.
Look, Daquan.
There we go.
You got love.
There
All
you
right.
go. So, what have you been threatened with more? I would say stretch the threatened to actually getting your ass whooped, because I don't get threatened. I just go ahead and get my ass whooped. With more, a wooden spoon, right? Or a belt?
Man, this sounds like a question from a listener that's too young to be listening to the show.
Good night.
No fucking key.
What the fuck? A belt or a
Playing with the
spoon?
house phone.
You still getting your ass whooped? That's the
Think I'm a
problem.
grown ass man. I'm whooping little niggas out here like you.
I'm a cool little. My daddy whooped me with a belt.
What
when
you
I was
like? A
kid.
spoon or a belt?
A belt. Well, that was it.
You gotta get whooped with the belt?
Boy,
Yeah.
you would ask my brother to pass it to him. Like, that's how real it was.
I was man, my people were old fashioned with it. I got with a belt. My dad had a special belt for
Yo, Habesha,
when I
man.
really fucked up, called the California belt. And he bought it in California, thick than a mug. I'll never forget that shit. It's been like a decade and a half since I got whooped, but I still remember that motherfucker for sure.
Shit. My mom just threw shit at me.
My mom had the aim like that too with the shoe, but I never really fell victim to that because I love my mama. She knew, I took care of her. She took care of me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really just get my ass whipped by my mom. We got another question. Kind of goes into what we were talking about before. What do you guys think of marrying within your culture / people? Would you marry outside, or would you marry somebody outside of your culture, and why? Or I guess why not?
I guess I'm first.
Yeah.
I definitely want to marry within my culture. I really, really want to marry a Habesha guy. Like, if I could choose.
All that shit you be talking. You sure?
Duh. Hey, you know I'll be talking all. I balanced it out last week. But nah, just it's easier. I want a man that understands my culture and knows my culture, like boundaries and everything. But yeah, where you at? Where you at?
Funk?
Me? Shit. I really don't give a damn.
You have options. You're lucky, of course.
Shit.
Lucky ducky.
I'd prefer a Habesha girl.
Just so she can make you that shoulda when you get home from work.
Shit.
Look, you start.
That's not the shoulda I want when I get home.
That's how you get to a man's heart, ladies.
Yeah.
Making that hot shoulda with the peppers in it.
Yeah, bust that shoulda.
Nice and spicy, right?
Yeah, but other than that, I don't really care. American girls is cool. Honestly, I like accents. Yeah. So a Hispanic chick could probably like.
I'm not coming to your wedding.
She could probably catch my ass too.
You know what? It's funny you said that. As soon as you say something like outside of Habesha, you say I ain't coming to your wedding.
Why would you? Habesha, they're the prettiest women in the world. Men chase us. Right. You're gonna go to a freaking Hispanic?
I just said I like everything. Goddamn. I was just going down the list.
No, you're a bad guy.
But okay, I wouldn't marry like a white girl. I wouldn't marry. I wouldn't marry anything that wasn't black.
Yeah, because I'm sorry.
You gotta say nigga from here and there.
All right.
And if a nigga can't relate, you know what I'm saying? Can't date.
Yeah, last one here that actually pertains to this whole race thing is, what's the most racist thing your parents have ever said? Because
I don't want to do that, bro.
Oh, they say a lot of racist shit.
My mom and dad, baby.
I mean,
they say crazy
don't
shit.
Be scared.
But it's funny. It's funny because
exactly.
But it's not even racist. It's just the way they say it because the accent.
Yeah, the accent.
It just sound bad.
Makes everything worse.
But they do be using it in racist ways. They racist towards everybody.
I was in a real quick stoplight, and I was like 14 years old, 15 years old. A stoplight, red light. This thug walks by. My mom's like, "Look at them, trash." she goes, "Trash. They look like rats in the street. This life, no education. That's the life." Look, and then the funny part was the dude stopped and was like looked around because he's like trying to cross again on the other side. And she's like, "Anta, get out the way." She's like about to hit him. Like, "Yo, mom, chill out."
Oh, man.
But yeah, like, that's just what they go by what they see.
They do.
They go by what they see.
My dad always tried to.
But they're best friends with black people.
Who?
At their jobs.
Oh, especially the.
Look, Wanda, she's so nice. Like, bro.
They gossip together. That's why they be gossiping
Bro,
together.
my mom works at a hospital. Oh, she's so nice.
It's funny.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate anybody who chimed in. I didn't shout out the other ones. So the culture question was from on Twitter, Ida, AYDA 3524.
Shout out, Ida. What's up?
Man, that generic ass name. Why you put numbers at the end of your shit?
How many digits was it?
4 digits.
It's the last of the
It's a
social.
lot of same Habesha niggas. Yeah, bless her.
Last 4 of your social idol. We coming to get you. And shout out to who is this? http.bethel. Damn, if I ain't seen an authentic name right there, http.bethel.
I wonder if HTTP stands for something.
It does. I'm sure the professor can tell us.
No,
what
I'm
it
not
stands
talking
for.
about the
Somebody that
actual.
knows how to code.
I'm not talking about the actual for the web browser. I mean, is she using that in
Hell
another term?
no. She was like, every website starts with HTTP. Cool. I'm HTTP. But that's it. So, yeah. Anyway.
Hoes that think
Yeah, man. So,
positive. Trademark. Yoni.
how's that thing positive? Go ahead and trade that. Trademark
that
that.
thing positive.
BunaTime trademark right there. Yeah, man. So,
What?
You like it.
last
All
word.
hosts think positive. If you really being honest,
What's that?
all hosts think positive.
Of course.
Benny, take it away.
I ain't even gonna
Ignore
let you.
him.
Fuck
I
that.
can't.
That was your last word. I'm not letting nobody get in. And
Where's that? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
You gonna do him with it.
Hold on.
There you go.
That's the end of your shit right there. Matter of fact,
Cut off.
somebody need to come get your motherfucking
Shit.
ass, okay? So, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Before we let you go, as always, we are going to make sure, again, we hold down one of our Abisha own in the creative realm. Today, we've got Nate Naguse and his track "Don't Be Shy." My man representing the Chi-Town, Chicago, Illinois, with the track "Don't Be Shy." If you, again, artist is Nate Naguse. We're gonna go ahead and take us out with that, and y'all have a good one. Again,
Enjoy.
as always, love.
Peace.
Suck it easy.
I don't appreciate your lack of sympathy. That's your history. Act a bitch to me. It appears to be. I love Hennessy. I like nicotine. That's my medicine. Let's set precedence in my residence. We get hesitant. We're asking questions. Let's get past the stage of adolescence. Had to mention last semester I was tripping. I would never listen. I'm just really deep into the mission. Had to set some distance in between us. Had to drop the lean into the leader. She's a keeper. Let me not take 1 but 2 pills. That shit get too real. It's crazy. Birds on the line trying to play me on the daily. Cause they know a nigga wavy, shady. Don't instigate it. I know you hate when I act crazy. Can't recall when we had our last conversation. And I'm still nameless, but I'm still patient. But I'm still hating, cause I'm stuck waiting. I've been waiting all goddamn day for this moment. You don't seem excited, can you show it? Notice you're distracted, won't you focus? I can't wait forever and you know this. I can't wait forever for your love. Just because you ain't never let me fuck. You ain't never let me fuck. Yeah. I know I'm not. I know when that hotline bling, I'ma be right there with a couple things in the backseat.